Hi, this is Melinda from Grassroots Internet Strategy, and in this short video today we'll look at how you can use the statistics in your Google Analytics account to find out which of your articles rocked and which ones bombed. So let's first jump over to your Google Analytics account and click through to the active profile that you generally looked at. I've already logged in here. This is a standard screen that you see when you first logged in, and always remember it defaults to the previous month worth of data, so make sure you set the date range up the top here for the actual dates of the articles that you're interested in looking at. Then what you can do, so you've got all these links over here on the left hand side, click on the one there, second from the bottom, called content. Underneath that in the drop down, the second one under that is site content, and then click all pages. So this report brings up basically an account of how each page of your website has performed over the date range that you've selected up the top. And this is where you can see which articles have done the best and which ones have bombed. In this example, it's really important to know which page URL relates to which article. And that obviously, if you can put keywords in your URL when you publish your articles, this particular example I'll show you is with WordPress, that will make it way easier for you to identify the articles here on this list. So to set those words, I'll just jump over to an article that I'll use as an example from my personal WordPress blog. That was the headline that I picked there, how to buy tickets for the Australian Open. And this here is where you can set those words. So I actually shortened that just to the main keywords and called it Tickets Australian Open. So now let's go back to analytics and see how we can actually search specifically for that article. So what you can do, see this box here, you can put the whole URL if you only want to see that article, or if you're a bit lazy, just put one of the main keywords that's not in too many of your URLs. So just search for tickets. And there you can see, so just going back again, you can see the URL on the post was Tickets Australian Open. That matches this one here in the content part of your Google Analytics. So there I can cross over along the row. You can see that that article's had 41 page views from 36 unique people. The time on page is quite good. It's nearly 2.5 minutes. And that will give you a feel for how well that article's done. Really, if you look every time you publish a new article, if you look, maybe wait a few days once it's gone out to your email subscriber list and you've had time to share it on Facebook and Twitter and do whatever else you do to get your content around, then you can have a look and see how many page views it gets. After you do this for a few weeks of new articles, you'll get a feel for how many unique page views you normally get within the first week of an article, and that'll give you an indication of which ones rock because it's higher than normal and which ones aren't as good. Once you've got that data, then sort of go back and evaluate the article and think about what either made it good or made it bomb. So things you can look at are, what kind of headline did you use? Was it a compelling headline that made more people want to share it and tweet it, etc.? Got retweeted more perhaps? That's one way that you can really get the unique page views up if it's shared around more on social media. Also look at the topic that you covered, so you sort of get a feel for, was that a topic a lot of people are interested in which case write some more articles about that topic, or was it something not so interesting, so maybe not such a good topic for future. So these are the kinds of insights that you can get just by having a look at that content page of your Google Analytics account. Another thing you might be interested in knowing, you can actually sort any column just by clicking it. So if we want to just take that filter off there, if you want to have a look at all of your content, you can just search by unique page views there. Sorry, the filter's still on. I'll just research again to bring back my whole list. Yeah, so you can just sort there, and that'll bring the most successful article to the top, and you can scroll down through that. If you pull, it just shows 10 rows there, but if you actually select this little one, you can see I've got 510 articles there, so pull down the biggest number that you can, and then you can scroll through over time and see which ones have been the most successful and which ones perhaps the least. If some have low page views and you just published it a few days ago, it can take a while for the page views to build up as well, so keep that in mind when you set the date range. And if there's some that you think maybe should have been seen by more people that have still got low page views, maybe you can try to tweet them again or think about other ways that you can share those articles. So that's the end of today's video. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments at the bottom of this article. Thanks.